Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back, and so is my beard. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album, Dad. AF. Carole Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him. Okay, you guys, listen. I have, like, for the last week and a half, been meaning to trim my beard. And can we just talk about how long it's getting at this point? And look at my sideburns. They're basically wings right now. I don't care. The sun will come out. James Charles. Okay, today we're going to talk about Manny Mua. And we're also going to talk about Jeffree Star and some drama. Well, we're going to talk about their launches is what we're going to talk about in people's opinions. They, talked about their launches within literally days of each other. And so a lot of people are comparing the two launches together. And so I kind of wanted to see what everybody had to say about that. So please leave your comments in the comment section below. But, which I like to call the conversation section. See? Not the sex, family friendly, but the section, the comment section. Go down there, leave a comment, say what you want to say, all that kind of stuff. Anyway. This video today is sponsored. This video today is sponsored by, let me get this correct, hold on a second, please. To my receipts, Whitney. By the Please Help Free Joe Exotic website. I saw this yesterday and I was like, what is going on here? So there is a website, and it is Please Help Free Joe Exotic. And if you go to it, it says, we put this petition together because President Trump said he was willing to hear Joe's case. There aren't more pressing things in the world going on right now. Like, I feel for Joe. Don't get me wrong, okay? I watched the documentary. I feel for him. Maybe a little bit crazy, I think he is, but I feel for him, okay? But do we not have more press? I can imagine, like, just sitting there, like, and this is, like, the most important thing that comes up on the White House docket during the day. Joe Exotic's release. We put this petition together because President Trump said he was willing to hear Joe's case. That's why the crew is doing everything possible to rally support and get over 500,000 signatures on this petition. And then there's, like, watch the media briefing with President Trump. And then it says, please, oh my Lord, please, Carole Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him. Well, I mean, there's that piece of evidence of that song out there that might not be real great evidence for you, Joe. As an added bonus, when you sign this petition, I didn't see this part, you'll automatically be signed up for the free Media Exotic newsletter. This video is not sponsored by this. I'm totally joking. This is a free daily insider's line to everything going on with the Joe Exotic legal case, as well as exclusive deals from sponsors, trending news, useful tips, and more. Thank you again for your support. Please sign and help free Joe Exotic. After entering, please make sure to open the welcome message and verify your email so your vote is counted. Unverified emails may not be counted. So, interesting, right? If you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. Joe Exotic's current husband, I can't remember what his name is now. It starts with a D. But anyway, Dylan, his current husband, just went to go visit him in prison, I think, over the weekend. And so there was like this big to-do. He's managing Joe Exotic's Instagram, right? I think all of this is just to get part 2 of the Netflix series, which I would live for, okay? Because there's all this investigation now into Carole Baskin's husband's will, supposedly, and now Joe Exotic's trying to get out of prison on these appeals, and President Trump. If President Trump pardons Joe Exotic, can you imagine that Netflix video coming out? I mean, that would be literally the most viewed video of the entire year. This won't be. This video right here, no, she ain't gonna be nothing, okay? She might hit the bottom 10 of trending. But she ain't gonna make the top 10, never on a good day. I don't think ever, I could probably predict. People always want me to do my predictions videos because I did a 2019 and a lot of those things came true. I will make a prediction video right now. I will never have a video on the trending page, period, okay? That's a pretty easy prediction for me to make, but I don't know, maybe one day. If you like me enough. By the way, thank you guys to all of you out there that have joined our True Crime Book Club group over on the Facebook. It's linked below if you want to join it, and all the information over there about what we do is over there. Okay, let's get in this video. First, I'm going to go in with my bedazzled lip smackers. It is. It's totally bedazzled. See? This is the Christmas version. Ooh, she's pulled way out. Just the tip. Just, family friendly. Anyway, let me go in with that, and then we're going to get into this video. So today, okay, sis. Today I want to talk about, at 5 minutes and 14 seconds, I want to talk about Manny Mua's release and Jeffree Star's release. And what's interesting is if you go over to the Beauty Guru Reddit, right? So did y'all see, okay, I've talked a lot about Jeffree Star's release of the cremated palette and everything else that's coming out with that. Well, Manny came out for Lunar Beauty, his, makeup company. He came out with his spring-summer collection, and it is 6 blushes and 3 lip glosses. And, well, I'm going to read you some of the comments, but whereas people are highly critical of Jeffree Star right now, the majority of the people are loving Manny's, his launch. And, it's interesting when I looked at it, and they're so completely different. Apparently, like, this black and white and grays is what everybody wants for spring. And it's very, because Jeffree Star's saying it's very goth release. But then you have, I was thinking about this actually from a business point of view and putting it out and all that kind of stuff. Of course, Jeffree did not know that we were going to be going through what we were going through right now, right? And I know there are a lot of people out there that would like more of a goth, like these grays and all this kind of stuff. But when you're talking about, like, many of us, I think the majority of us, I know a lot of YouTubers don't follow these rules, but the majority of us have been stuck inside our houses for like 3 months, and we're just ready for some sunlight and maybe, I don't know, putting a kiddie pool in the backyard and sitting in it and trying to get some rays. Listen, okay, my neighbor and I, we already said we're going to have a water park back there, okay? She's going to have her side, and I'm going to have my side. She's going to put a Wet and Wilds, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Family friendly. She's going to put one of those, what's it called? Where she's going to put a tarp down and she's going to slide across it. And then I'm going to have one of those 3-foot blow-up pools in my back. We don't care. Okay, we really don't over here. Listen, low rent all day long. I'm ready for it. Okay, I just want some rays. But you think about with all of us what's going through, everything we're going through right now, there are those people that are diehard Jeffree Star fans that are like, yes, I cannot wait. I'll buy anything that Jeffree Star puts out. I'm excited about it. Oh, my money's gone from my checking account, right? But this is not the greatest time to release that palette because I think it's kind of a dark palette, not dark as in terms of the colors, but it's kind of like rainy day, but it seems more of a fall winter palette to me. And I think that people are really wanting brighter things right now to kind of brighten their moods. And then Manny comes out with these 6 blushes, which are very spring, summer colors, I think, of the moment. But they're also like staples, that you can use over a long period of time, too. So I wanted to go in here and I wanted to see what people had to say. So I went into the Beauty Guru Reddit. Imagine my surprise when the Beauty Guru Reddit had, they had a thread over here, the new palette, the So Ashy of Jeffree Star's. And when you go into it, it says, this will be the designated post for all things regarding the launch for the time being. Please do not clutter the feed with things to do with Jeffree that aren't about the launch. So if you go in here, it's all things just to do with the launch. Someone said, whoo! I'm winded. Period. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. We have had so much rain that I am so bitter that my squirrels have not come to visit me in a couple days. I don't know, they must be up in their squirrel condos or something. Someone said, he could have cut this palette in half. Why do I see the same gray 3 times? Edit. Just all the glosses. For that, I just ate a handful of cement. Look. Someone says, okay, wait. How has this never been done before, as he said? ColourPop blowing smoke? Anyone? It's smaller, so there are less shades and ranges, but same idea there. Someone said Lime Crime, Venus Immortalis, Marc Jacobs, Steel Leto palette. People go on and on and on and list all these palettes, and I actually did go and I looked up similar palettes, and there's many, right? There are ones that almost look identical for this, and in fact, yesterday in my video, I showed a Home Depot countertop sample. So it's not like anything that's like the most innovative, creative thing in the entire world. Maybe it's never been done to him before. I'm just trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair, okay? What he actually said that I'm not even like super into makeup, okay, wait. Not to defend Lime Crime, but Venus Immortal, same thing. Jefferson in his own world. They call him Jefferson over here, apparently. Okay, and then it goes down. For someone who gave Huda crap for her pastel collection being a ColourPop ripoff, as everyone else has already noted, you can get a better, more affordable version of this from ColourPop. Someone said, I'll continue to use my old ASS Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, thanks. Someone said, yes, so similar, but instead of giant palettes with repeats, it's 10 or so colors that nicely complement each other. So these are not people criticizing Jeffree Star. This is all about the palette, okay? Let's remember that. All right. So that when people come out and they say, oh, anybody comes for Jeffree Star, they don't like, you know, whatever. No, they're criticizing the palette. There's literally a duplicate of every shade. I reorganized the palette to my best of my ability, and this definitely could have been 9 to 12 shades. I feel like this is a ripoff, but let me see the color, how they did it up here. It's loading. Okay. I'm not seeing it. I don't know why it's not pulling that, but whatever, it's not. I don't understand why he would have had a dozen gray colors but just one black. What about pitch black, smoky black, purple black, midnight blue black, reddish black, brown black? That seems more versatile than a dozen muddy grays. And then I'm just going down here trying to pick up new threads. He said this palette is dark and gothic, but to me it looks like 50 shades of light gray and one black eyeshadow. It's just really boring looking palette. Everything I'm seeing on Twitter, people are like, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring. Dark and gothic, in quotations, LMAO, where are all those dark shades, or goth shades? I see 8, and 5 of those are glitters, warm browns, bronze, cream, ashy purple. The F? Lime Crime versus Immortalis, and it goes on, or Venus Immortalis goes on and on and on. This has never been done in the beauty industry before, quote unquote, off the top of my head. KVD Interstellar, Urban Decay Naked Smoky Naked Basics 2, Venus Immortalis Colourpop Blowing Smoke, Melt Gunmetal Stack, a Smashbox Cover Shot Matte, Wet n Wild Lights Out. Calm down with your ash. Ooh, oh Lord. Okay, is he joking? For America in spring? This feels like it should be an October palette. It's the pandemic edition, somebody says. The plate has served, but nobody was hungry. Just buy the Colourpop Blowing Smoke palette and save yourself the trouble of supporting this farce. And they don't have so many filler and matte. Okay, it goes on and on and on. It'd be hilarious. Okay, wait. The front of the palette is also tacky. It makes it look cheap. I didn't think that the packaging was that fantastic this time on it. I was kind of surprised, you know. I saw someone call this a wedding palette. Just because there's a few neutral shades doesn't make it a wedding palette, MLMAO. Imagine wearing a palette called Cremated at your wedding. I actually, you know what, I was thinking about that, and I was like, there's a lot of people that I think would really kind of like that, honestly. And I'm not defending him. I mean, it's not a wedding palette. Let's just be for real, okay? But like, I've had friends of mine that did like a zombie wedding, and I've had friends of mine that have had very like dark weddings, and that's just kind of what they're into, and they're like, that's their kind of aesthetic, as Simply Gonna says. But you know, like, I can understand that there would be people out there, Jeffree Star fans and stans, that would really want to use this for a wedding. So I do think that there are people out there, because if I come out and I say nobody's going to use this for a wedding, there's going to be 5 people in the comment section that says, I cannot wait to get a hold of this for my wedding. Well, go right ahead, and guess what? Don't call me with your registration, because I won't be buying you a gift. Alright, this is literally what a very mainstream person thinks goths use for their makeup. Jeffree has always been very literal with zero tact or nuance. I mean, look at his personal style, basically a really poor man's idea of rich. Do you know what's interesting to me? And I'm just, okay, maybe I'm completely off the mark here, right? But I'm thinking about my friends that were very, very goth back in the day. And if you were going to put out a goth collection, not necessarily, you know, like a goth palette, but a goth collection, like my friends that were like seriously goth back in the day, like they didn't wear tons and tons of makeup, first of all, okay? They would wear, and this is just my experience, I could be completely wrong, but they wore very light foundation, like they were pale, but they wore like very, very pale foundation, and then they would wear a lot of really dark like eye makeup. Like a lot of the makeup around their eyes was dark, like really black like eyeliner, you know, all that kind of stuff, black eyebrows. It's like, it's a very vampire-esque look, right? And then bright red lipstick. It was always like, I can remember they always had like the brightest red lipstick. So for me, I don't know that, like, the focus would have been a lot on, like, eyeshadow looks and things like that. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know. You know, could educate me in the comment section below. But I'm thinking of, like, a really good friend of mine. You know, she had really, really red hair. And she always, like, she was short and she would wear it up. And it was always, like, a lot of focus of, like, blackness around the eyes. Bright red lipstick and a lot of pale makeup on her face. Like, it wasn't, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but, you know. Someone said, I like the glitter, but I also like Colourpop's formula and price point better. I mean, I think right now, you know, a $59 eyeshadow palette is really expensive for what we're going through in the world right now. Someone said, can we talk about the filming room? Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Someone said, I really can't. And this is like the one that got like the most marks on here. I work in a county morgue in one of the hardest hitting states in the county and have been processing hundreds of bodies a week for what feels like years. Yes, okay, it goes on and on. The world we live in right now isn't fair. It's very like serious, and I'm not going to get into that. If you want to go over there, you can read it. The world we live in right now isn't fair. I'm just so physically and mentally exhausted, and I wish there weren't people who were so deeply when everything is already so hard. And people are talking about this as well in regards to the palette. And they're not even really saying it's insensitive. They're just like saying like, we have something, you know, a little bit like brighter. This is literally casket makeup. LOL, you gotta have blue-gray undertones to use this. And someone said, LOL, these colors are actually really flattering on me, but I'm confused why there's like 4 sparkly grays, 5 matte grays, 2 metallic taupes. Even for the small demographic, this would look good on this. This would look good on this palette. Is very questionable. The stands are doing all of that to defend ... This? Jeffree Star did this? This right here, girl. Okay. He's probably sitting at home. He's like, I had to put it out. I didn't want to. Where's the relaunch of the Shane Dawson conspiracy palette? Okay? That's what people want. You want to make money? Oh, you don't want to split it with Shane Dawson? Okay. That's what people want. Oh, but by the way, you can go over and you can get that on Beautylish and Beauty Bay. It's still available over there, the conspiracy palette. Okay, let's go in and let's read 2 down. No. Oh, Smoky Glow. They got a whole thing over here about Smoky Glow graduated. Congratulations, Smoky. I was going to say, like I called glitter. I called Breland glitter. Glitter Forever 17. Smoky. Hannah. Congratulations, Hannah. That is amazing. Congratulations. She's got some real cute little pictures up here she put on her Twitter. Okay. But that is an amazing achievement. Congratulations, Hannah. Lunar Beauty's new spring collection. Let's go in here and see what people have to say about this. I think Manny always has the most incredible packaging, which is my favorite part of his brand. I know some people are dismissive of packaging, but for me, it helps me like the item I'm buying is special. Someone said, same. I've never bought anything from him, but his packaging always makes me happy when I see it. It is very bright and whimsical kind of packaging. Is it the most fantastic packaging in the entire world? I mean, no, let's be honest, okay? But it's, you know, it's colorful. Someone said, packaging adds so much to the experience and brand image. I don't understand why certain brands can settle for bland, generic packaging. Looking at you, Stupid Love palette. Oh, when palettes like this exist. You know, but I'm somebody, like I just want to make this, somebody to love. I sang that in my vlog last night. Listen, album coming out this year, a lot of Queen on there. Not just because I am one either. But let's just say, okay? And, you know, let me just say this, okay? That I am somebody, like, no, I can't get it out of my head. But I am somebody that if I'm gonna like I like packaging, like, I'm very much like, I like Tom Ford packaging, okay? Like, I'm talking about colognes and men's products and things like that. I like very just kind of minimalist packaging. That's what I am attracted to. I think it shows class. I think it shows luxury. I think to me, like, I don't need like the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff. I think it's fun. I do think that if we want to take it to the real serious world of like makeup and skincare and things like that, if you look at like La Mer, their packaging is very simple. Let's just be for real. You know, when we're talking about like high-end brands, they're not doing all of this bells and whistles stuff, okay? Sometimes that stuff to me tends to be more Forever 21. If you put down Jeffree Star's collections and the things, I would be like, if I didn't know it was Jeffree Star, I would be like, that's Forever. If you said, is this a high-end brand or is this more like kitty makeup, and I'm just being honest, just based on the packaging, okay? Or is this more kitty makeup designed for like a Forever 21 or like somebody that's in high school that likes like all that? I would be like, oh yeah, it's more of a Forever 21. Like, it doesn't come to me across as like high-end luxury. I'm sorry, it just doesn't, okay? And if you go through like Saks and you're looking at their makeup palettes or their packaging for their products and things like that, luxury brands do not do all this kind of stuff. But you know, they're having fun with it because they're creative YouTubers. So, like, that's why they do it as well. Okay, let's go down here and see what else people have to say. Oh, here's somebody compares. Okay, actually, this brand's gloss came out after Jeffree Star's concealer and gloss. So, the brand faced backlash initially. Okay, I have to say, and listen, y'all know, I love the lip gloss. Okay, I buy lip gloss constantly. I just bought this piece of crap, $5 Revlon lip gloss from Amazon because I can't get it right now, okay? Lunar Beauty's lip gloss that I got last October that smelled like cake batter. My Cardinal is on my table right now. It is the finest lip gloss I have ever used in my entire life. And I don't think he's coming back out with it. Okay. So anyway, let's go on and see what other people had to say. This one thread, they're just like, okay. Now, this is an effing spring-summer collection. I hope I can cop a bundle for everything. The glosses are gorgeous. Someone said, this is cute. I have way too many blushes already, though, so I'll likely pass. That said, has anyone bought from Lunar Beauty before? I've been eyeing the Moonspell collection since it launched. I bought from them, and I've never had a problem, okay? And that's just me. But I've also bought from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I never had a problem with that. So both ways, I've never had a problem with either one. Okay. Someone said, here's the palette. Well, here, I didn't even show it. Here's the palette for you. There's what it looks like. I'll probably just throw in the picture somewhere. But anyway, for 6 blush shades for $35, which is really a fair price. You know, it really, really is. And then someone said 5.83 per blush. That's good. Damn. Okay, someone said, blush is my fave beauty product, and some of those colors really speak to me. I really applaud Manny for trying to be inclusive with his palette, but I just am not a blush palette girl. I'm never going to use all the shades. I hope he sells them individually because that color is gorgeous. Someone said, I really love blush, so when I saw it was a blush palette, I went, haha, I'm in danger. But actually, I don't even use that many peach blushes for it, so to be worth a 6-pan blush palette. I'm wondering if it would have been smarter for him to sell them as individual pans, you know, because the thing is this, I've seen a lot of people say I'm excited about it, but I don't need 6 pans. That seems pretty consistent in this thread, so that might hurt him on sales if he had done them individually, you know? Maybe not. But I don't think, like, Manny, like, I think that the quality of his products are great, like I just attested to. But the thing is that I don't think that Manny has as many diehard stans like Jeffree does, and I'm just comparing the two of them for the purpose of this video, but like, Jeffree has people that literally, I mean, Jeffree could literally put a palette out of like the same black color 18 times and charge $59 and people would buy it. Let's just be for real. And call it a collector's edition, right? Manny doesn't have those same kind of stands, you know? Manny to me is... Manny's the comeback story, okay? I really, like, I still want somebody to explain to me what Manny did wrong to be affected so negatively for what happened. And the fact that he just keeps on trudging along and putting products out and making fun videos and whatever, you know, I really appreciate that. And he hasn't let it get him down, and he's just kept on going on. And you can tell he really, really gets excited about this. So, you know... someone said, I've tried pretty much everything from Lunar Beauty at this point and have always been so impressed from formula to packaging, the whole vibe, plus blush and lip gloss are my 2 favorite things right now, so I'm beyond excited for this collection. I'm tight on money right now because of, and have been trying to buy a lot less, but I'm going to try and get this whole collection. Ooh, a blush palette where I actually love all the shades. I might actually get this. Someone said, not buying anything because of the pandemic, but I really dig this packaging. I'm wondering how much everything that's going on right now is really going to affect people, you know, like... I think the majority of people right there, that one, I see her, I see her right there. I wonder how many people out there right now, the cats just went running, okay? Oh, the puppy dogs too, and the ferrets, and the birds. We have to be, you know, all animals over here. But I'm wondering, like, how, you know, they're launching these things during all of this. I'm wondering how much it's going to really affect people, you know? I've talked to a lot of my friends that are really into makeup, and they're like, I'm not buying anything right now. I mean, A, I'm not going anywhere that I need to be putting looks together, and B, like, I'm past the phase of just sitting around doing a video tutorial every night, watching watching one of my favorites do a tutorial and putting it on my I don't really care. I'd rather watch Schitt's Creek, you know, or something like that. And, you know, so it's like, or reruns of Glee. You know, have you gotten to that point where it's like, what do I watch? Has anybody watched this new show called Hightown? I want to watch this show. I heard it was really, really good. Anyway, let me know what you think about these 2 different launches. Yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.